Hi, welcome back to Thise Prime channel. If you're watching this, this means I'm going to make a video so to sell expandable material. And yes, today we will be making a tier list of all the main Kamen Riders from all over the years up to that's maybe in the future we will make an update, but that's for um, now what I haven't think. So yes, and just to say our tears are chef's kiss, glory to you, mild flavored, I see some problems, and trans-scanning Optimus Prime, which I think is the worst Transformers toy ever, so yes, that is my den of absolute um, terribility. And we are starting with obviously Yusuke from Kuga, and yeah, he's a definitely glory to you to your character. At the beginning I am like okay with him. He's like definitely a nice protagonist, but and you can really respect his drive to help everyone. But then you get to things like Porcupine scene where he just snaps. Then you start to see that he's willing to electrify, shock himself just to push his powers to new limits to be able to protect more people. And then you like, yeah, he is willing to sacrifice everything he has just to save someone. I really, really do think this is not just admirable, but absolutely inspiring, even a bit, uh, little sad, a bit. Um, so yeah, definitely a glory to you, to your. Then we have Shoichi from Agito, and I would say I like him similar to Yusuke, maybe even a bit more, mostly because I like his shenanigans from a comedy part a bit more. Yeah, he is another like sweet, nice, little good boy. So yeah, nothing groundbreaking, but being an amnesiac who doesn't really seek actively for the beginning part his memories is definitely something interesting thing with an amnesiac character. Normally it would be oh, I need to find my memories, not here. So I think that's cool. Next up is Shinji from Ryuki, and mild flavor. On one thing, in the very first episode, he is a part of an accent just because he wants to, and that's absolutely well for me. But at the same time, I don't know. It's 3 times in a row, nice, sweet, bubbly, and like he is really unrealistic. He is unrealistic in a show about people who fight with monsters from mirrors. Yes, I know how it sounds, but like he is so much selfless. He is so selfless. Like it's absolutely weird how selfless he is from not no real reason. Oh, just something puts me off. Like why? What drives it to be so nice? Anyway, next we have Takumi from Thise, and I would say that I do like him enough to put him to glory to you part, but definitely wouldn't say that I'm like the biggest fan of Takumi. So it's definitely interesting. We went from nice and sweet to jerk, but right, maybe not jerk, but just loner wolf from Lone Wolf. You get what I mean. So yeah, that's definitely interesting. That's what's also interesting is definitely his like pessimism or pessimism. But also that he's a bit of typical Toshikino character, where his shenanigans are definitely interesting, but he It's not doing like a lot himself, like earn your interest, in my opinion. Also, I just noticed we are 4 years into Kamen Rider, and all four main riders had quite long hair. Where's your manliness? Oh, that sounds so bad. Um, Next we have, oh man, we have Kansaki from Blade. So what I think about Kansaki? Chef's kiss, obviously. Kansaki is nice. Kansaki is helpful. Kansaki is totally, totally not gay as fuck to Hajime. Um, So in so some people were interested that in the fact that we have another nice and sweet rider after Thise in Blade, but I would say that with how the series got its tone, maybe that's for the best. We had like a nicer person to be our hero. Um, like his story is so good, I just don't want to spoil. I want you to see it if you can. Because all the pirate websites were terminated. That's actually kind of funny for me. Support official releases again. So next we have Hibiki, and I would say that he's definitely better than Takumi. So he's a great mentor. He's an interesting character. He's like not up to any like very big shenanigans. He's like just going with the flow, and that's definitely interesting. It's definitely something we didn't um, had with Ryder before. He's a person that is already at mostly at the end of his journey. So rather than seeing his journey, we can see how he, a seasoned person, can help out the journey of someone else. And that's really interesting angle for me. Tendo is next. Where would I put Tendo? I think I would put Tendo above Yusuke. And it all basically comes down to the fact that he's a he's a glorious bastard, and I just like it. I love the confidence. I love how full of himself he is. But this doesn't mean he is a Gary Stu. Being so full of yourself, like Gary Stews are working because are working asterisk attached because all the world just bends to their will, and everyone accepts that. Meanwhile, Tendo, people don't like him in that terms. They are really put out by his bullshit, by his like being better than anyone else. Either they are either put down or just weirded out by the fact that he's like so such a full of himself person. And that's interesting for me. And the heights he goes for to what he has are also quite interesting. So yeah, definitely glory to you tier. Next, Ryutaro, and I will say that I definitely would put him really high into glory to you tier. And Ryutaro is a respectable person. You won't say he isn't a person to be respected. Like he is a wimp. He he certainly doesn't have any kind of like military training. He isn't someone really cut out to fight, and yet he willingly does go into all the situations and tries to do good, and like that is really heroic of him. That is something really respectable. Something I really like. So next up is Wataru, and top mild flavor at best. So I love Kiva as a series, but I love Kiva as a series. I love all of his. I love Wataru's interactions. Mm, I really like his cute romance, but he's just definitely a problem is that his personality is his personality is detached from mine. I am not such a shy person, so I can't really connect with him that much. But I do have to admit, he's definitely interesting. Not a fault of a character, but fault of writing. I would definitely like to see his psyche of like going out and just fighting Fangires over and over. That's something I would like to uh, see, but we never get explored. Is again not full of a character, just full of writing. I don't know. He feels like you bought a bag of chips and everything is right, but just there isn't enough of flavor. I can't believe I made such a comparison. So next we have Tsukasa and so where would I put Tsukasa? Maybe next to Ryutaro. Tsukasa is again a glorious bastard. Again, people are really done with his bullshit immediately. But he is a mean person. Like, he just wants to help in his really weird way. He does. Would I like to see his ending within his own season? Yes. But outside of that, yeah, I like him. So next we have Shotaro and Philip, and they are two brain cells in one. So we should judge them together, and I think I will put them in glory to you category because I really like them. They are a really good duo. They are great partners. Um, they are people who do wanna be good. They have great chemistry and they are trying to do their best in um, saving their city. And I really think that's nice. That's really heroic. They are really respectable in what they do. Um, so yeah. Oh, AG. Next is AG, and he is at top. He is at the apex. He is my favorite. Kamen Rider. Um, AG is similarly to Yusuke from Kuga, someone who does not care about himself as much as just for helping everyone, but his reason to do so is so sad. Like his backstory is so sad. His drive to help everyone is like pure need of doing the right thing. Uh, just yeah, I like even the words. I just like him. So we have Gentaro so much. He's nice, he's sweet, he's funny, but I can say more. Um, the same goes for Haruto. Actually, I will say this: he isn't like just the blank slop of wood everyone tries to portray him as, but I can't say anything more about him. So yeah, I still like him more than Shinji Kota. Now we get to the Kota. Oh, can you guess where Kota goes? Obviously, it's to the chef's case category because Kota is again such a good character, such a well-meaning one. He's someone who let's say um, he's someone who really is self-sacrificing himself, but like you can see why, you can understand why. When he is at his lows, you can really understand from where his vulnerability comes from. Where he is in his heights, you also can understand this. You really do feel bad for him when You have to. So next is Shinosuke, and so I would say that I like him more than Tsukasa, but less than Ryutaro. And Shinosuke is again a really fun protagonist. He is really confident. He is cool, but he isn't like overconfident jerk. Everyone who is around him does like him, and he gives it back to people for being nice. He is a writer who has one of the more pronounced romances in all of Kamen Rider, and as a love story hog, I definitely do like that about him. But he is mostly a standard rider. So next we have Ghost. So next is Tucker from Ghost, and point goes to the lows of mild flavored. He is boring. Like his series is ultimately sweet at best, but he himself is just meh. Like like just friendship. We want to be friends with everyone. I'm not saying it's a bad sentiment, but he doesn't strike any emotions in me. So now will be Emu from uh, Exade, and I would say I do like him enough to put him um, behind Ryutaro. I definitely do like his split personality. I definitely do like his dilemma about the fact that he can save everyone and then is reviving people something that doctor should do or is a natural. Really, really interesting. So yeah, definitely I do like him. Next we have Sento from Build, and he goes. He goes. Also, high, even above Emu. Um, he is confident. He knows. He has knowledge, and he knows about it, and he's going to use his knowledge. Um, One of the more funnier things about him is that he just comes up with the his catchphrase of fighting for love and peace just to get Banjo off his neck in the moment, but it stays with everyone for the rest of the series, and it's sweet, just sweet, that's interesting, that's really nice. So next we have Sogo, and below, oh man, I do not feel anything for Sogo. I put him below Haruto. He, I'm not being harsh on his dream of being a king, alright, fine. But he's just like boring again. I know, I just can't feel anything for him. Next we have Naruto from 01, and I would say I like him mm, less than mm, less than Yusuke, but more than Takumi. His comedic parts are fun. His The fact that he stays real to his conviction is also nice. The fact that he rebuilded Izu at the end of the series, I don't know, it just feels cheap for me. I don't like that part. So next we have Toma. And Toma would go, below Aruto. I would put Toma below Aruto, but still higher than Takumi. So I like Toma overall, but again he just feels a bit empty. Like maybe not empty. He's just the same very type of Kamen Rider we have a lot of, and he doesn't make a very big mark himself. Now we have Iki and Vice. Ooh, I would say, I like the pair more than Shinosuke. So first in terms of their comedy, they are really hilarious, but they also have really weird relationship in the best way possible. So it's like toxic sibling dynamic maybe that has to become better. Technically not sibling because of how Vice is, but whatever. But like their relation is really interesting, and the ending of it is sad, and I am really shocked Toei stayed with it, and we still don't have resolution of that plot. We had a brief touch on in crossover with Keats, but yeah, technically it is still ongoing, and like it is ballsy of them. So now we have Ace, and I would say I like Ace more than Sento, less than Ryutaro. So again, pure confidence, pure plan on the spot style. I don't mind it. I really do like how level-headed he is. And he again has really interesting backstory with spending whole lifetimes just to find maybe I shouldn't spoil his what he's looking for, and where his story goes is really I wouldn't expect that. I will say I wouldn't expect that. Hotaro. Hotaro. So I like him more than Yusuke, less than Shoichi. Hotaro gets a lot of slack because whole Gachard gets a lot of slack. Yes, it has problems with writing. And but ultimately, like Hotaro himself is just again a nice and sweet writer, and just his place on the list starts to become just how much I do enjoy him. I do enjoy him. So yeah, Shoma. I would say I would put Shama. And Chef's Kiss, but it's pretty much a biasy because I really, really do love Gav. Though even outside of that, Shoma is a tortured soul that tries to take the advantage of tries to see the best in situation. And I think that's really wholesome, really sweet. That's why I do like him so much. And finally, we have Baku. Where would I put Baku? That's a really hard call. Huh. Baku. Baku, I would put. I think above Emu. Um, so Baku is really interesting. The fact that we have with him both the confident rider and a student wholesome rider because of his personality of invisible agent. Um, the fact that he looks for his place in life because everything has basically been chosen for him is definitely interesting. I definitely do want to see where his story will end. Um, and yeah, I think we will be wrapping up this video because it starts to be really long. I thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope you may leave a comment and see you next time when winds bring you back here. This